All right, thank you for joining. My name is Dr. Ifeoluwa. This is the solution to week 2 assignment on our hands-on practical. You remember that last week we considered the concept of data manipulation, feature engineering, cleaning of your data set, and variable generation. And we gave an assignment which a lot of people have successfully submitted. While we appreciate what a lot of people have submitted, there's also a need to have a solution out there so that many of us can look at other ways the work can be done. Some of us just do guesswork, but when we look at this together now, you'll be able to see another way, smart and fast way to handle it. So please, I would like you to follow through whether you submitted your assignment or not. And also, I would like you to practice this one more time and try your own idea. So, as a professional in the field of data analysis, one of your primary responsibility is to work with real-world messy data and transform it into clean, structured insights that support decision making. This assignment is designed to simulate that professional workflow. So you were given a data set on customer purchase. So you have to understand what you are working on, that it is a customer purchase data set. So it's trying to get an insight on the pattern of purchase of customer. So there are 240 observations there and there are 10 variables. So what are the things we are asked to do? So our task is to import the data set, explore the data set. That explore is what I call diagnostic analysis. Then you will clean it and manipulate the data set. When we say manipulate, I do not mean that you do something that is unethical. That is, you work around the data set so that you'll be able to bring out the right insight from it using SPSS. So these are the learning objectives. You will be able to gain hands-on experience working with raw data, whether it's perfect or imperfect, but in a real world experience, the data set don't come perfect. Then you'll be able to apply data manipulation techniques such as filtering, sorting, recoding, and transforming. Some of these things we are going to practice now. Then be able to perform basic data cleaning, handling missing values, correcting formats, fixing inconsistencies. Then we'll be able to submit the assignment. So let's start once and for all so that we can manage our time. So our first assignment here is to import the Excel file into our SPSS. So this is my SPSS. So I will locate where I've downloaded the data file to. So you locate it. This is week 2 customer purchase data set. So you just drag it into the SPSS and allow it to come up. You click OK. Then your data set is ready for analysis. Now what I just permit me to minimize so that we will be able to manage manage the screen for the purpose of the analysis. So now this is the output panel. I will tell you why I need everything in one screen so that I can easily work together once and for all. So I have the two here now. So now when I have my data set, what you do first is what we call diagnostic analysis. That is a situation whereby you understand what is contained in your data set that you want to work with. And for the purpose of this, you come to variable view so as to have a glance at what it is. So all the data set came in. Out of the 10, 2 came in as numeric, while the remaining 8 came in as string. Customer ID, there is nothing to do with it because it's already fixed. And name, we are not interested in the name of the customers. For now, we are only interested in certain other things. So from gender, we'll pick it up. Now what I will do, I will analyze one by one so that it won't be too much for me to handle. So I'll firstly go for gender. Now, if you look at the gender here, I see that there are 20 people that did not specify whether they are male or female. This person specified by using small letter. This person specified by using capital letter. And this other person wrote female in full. And the same thing happens for male section. So what do? I will come to transform. I will recode into same variable. And in trying to recode into same variable, I bring in gender. I bring it in and come to old and new. So when you see F, can you help me call that F1? One, I will add it. No, sorry. Call that one. Capital letter F. Also call that one. Then we have female. So I'm recoding everything to be one now. So let's handle for male. So call this one 2 for me. Then call this male also 2. Then call this other male. Call it 2. So I've been able to capture everything. Now just go ahead. Now this gender, I cannot call it numeric now because it's now numeric. Then I can now value it. And I say 1 is female and 2 is male. Now I can attempt to analyze again and see what I will have. So now I have female to be 109, male to be 112. This 20 is insignificant, and for the purpose of what we are dealing with, we are not sure yet whether we'll be needing whether gender that much, so we'll leave it at that. So we'll continue to the next one, which is age. I'll come to analyze. Now you see that I'm doing this work as if I'm not giving instruction, because in the real life, you are the one that is meant to identify the problem with your data set. So now, okay, I have 5 missing for each. 15 is the least of them, and 150 is the highest of them. If you come to the instruction that you were given, they told us 150 is is unrealistic. But the truth is this: when you come here, when you are asked to generate age group, we have something called 65 years and above. So that 150 can come under the 65 years and above. So I will rather than stressing myself up and down, what I will rather do is to come here, transform, and recode into a different variable. I will recode into a different variable. And for me to be able to do that, all I need to do is to come here. Now, I want to recode into different variable. Then I'll bring in age. I'll bring it in. Then I will name that age underscore group. So you can label it as age group. Now you come here and you will use what we call range. So that is someone from 15 should be 15 to 24 according to what you are given. Let's give that person 1. Now let's give the person from 25 to 44. Let's give that person 2. So the person from 45 to 64. Let's give him 3. Then we'll now come to range true. I'll give that person 65. Range true. So we'll give range true 5. Now we'll say continue. Say OK. Now we have a new data set. Then we can come to value now, and now have 1 as youth, 2 as adult, 3 as middle age, middle. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Let's be sure. It's middle age. Yeah, correct. So that's middle age. Then four will now be senior citizen. Now let's analyze this and see what we'll have. So now we have 235, but five people out of the age group are missing. We don't know their. No, there's an issue here. There's an issue. Excuse me. Okay. So I wrote five for instead of four. So I wrote five. So all I just need to do is turn this four to five. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So just change. It's okay. So that's one of the reasons you are meant to always cross-check the work over and over again. So we now have senior citizens. So everything is not stable now. So the next thing we go for now is date of purchase. Let's know what is happening with date of purchase. Okay, this is a date set. But if you look at this date, it's not consistent. You see now, and it's best instead for it to come as date, it's coming as string. So what do? You come to transform and you come to date and time wizard. Please pay attention here, date and time wizard. So when you click on date and time wizard, you will pick create a date time variable from a string containing a date or time. You see now, because it's string, but what is meant to be is meant to be a data, a date variable. So next, now, he's asking us what is the variable we are working with. We are working with date of purchase. So since we are working with date of purchase, we'll now pick sample. So let's pick DDMMY. I think that's what we have in in the instruction. So now, which format do you want to bring it out? We want it to come out like this format, and we can give it name now. So we can call it new underscore date underscore of underscore underscore purchase. So we can always label that. Now for me, I can remove new here because what I would need to do is to eventually, so I put new here. So and I pick this. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. And another is where the problem is. Oh, I've seen it. This is error underscore. So purchase. So we can now click on finish. So we now have a new date, and let's check what we have now. Under that new date, see that everything has now come out well. So this was the pattern it comes in, but it's not consistent and it came in as string. You see that it's coming in as string. So what do you do now? You just remove it because we don't need it again because we now have new dates. So I can even now just go ahead and remove this new date from here. So we call this one date of purchase. Then I can remove new because so as to avoid confusion later. So date of purchase. So I have that now. Now, which other thing are we looking at? Item category. Let's check what we have under item category. Item category. So I see that there is no problem with my item category. You can see that everything is stable. Then I continue again under item. Okay. After item category, I come to item price. Now under item price, I see that I'm seeing NGN. I can understand because those people are trying to say it's Naira, but obviously money cannot be like that and that will create a problem. And even that's why it's coming as string, something that ought to be a character. So you come to data view, please follow me here. Item price. When you click on item price, just control H. Whether you are on Excel, whether you are on anything that is GUI, that is data like, even if it's Microsoft Word, if you press control H, it works for replace. So I will just type NGN here. I will not put anything here so that it will remove NGN across all the observation. I'll say replace all. So it's replacing how many now? 30 words. So when you come back and reanalyze this now, you will realize that you don't have problem again. That stuff has gone. You know, we are talking about price, item price. So I cannot change it to comma. Let us use comma because it's Naira we are dealing with. So I'm just changing it to comma. Let's see whether it's still good to go. See now that we have been able to do away with all the n. So we have been able to do away with all the n. So with that, we have just handled that part. So let's look at quantity. Quantity is the quantity of what they bought. So let's check quantity now. No, we've done item price. So item quantity. So quantity is fine. So there's no issue with quantity. So what we have next is payment method. Analyze. See that I keep on pressing reset so as to avoid issue. So payment method is the next variable to look into. Now under payment method, because this one is more or less a buying and selling, so we are very concerned about this variable. So we found out that there are issues here. Cash, that must be the same thing they're trying to say. So you know we can actually do the same thing. Come to payment method, control H, so cash, and rewrite as cash, and you'll be good. That's all. Now look at the next thing you see here. Are you seeing the concept now? Transfer. Transfer. They wanted to write transfer. So you replace all two. So that's also good. Now, if you close this now and run it again, there'll be a difference. So now we are good. However, we want to do away with this missing value. But if you look at it, it's not coming as missing value because missing value is meant to be dot. Missing value is meant to be dot. Are you with me? So the whole idea is to find a way to take this out. And how do you handle that? You can now use select. So if you come to select cases, please follow me here. You come to select cases, or better still, before you come to select cases, the easiest way to make it easy for you. Now look at what I will do here. I'll come to transform. Please follow me here. I'll say recode into different variable. Recode into different variable. Now I want to recode payment method. I want to recode payment method. New pay. I just want to manage my time. So change. Now I will say, please follow me here. Let cash be 1 now. Let POS now be 2. Now let's order. No, sorry, transfer, sorry. Let's transfer. Transfer. Let transfer be 3. Now all other value. That's it. What I'm trying to point out here is this dash. So let them all now be 0. Let all other value now be 0. So continue. add. Then I'll now say continue. I've created a new variable like that. I can now come here, data. No, that, excuse me. Okay, I think I'm not true. Okay, so I've created a new variable. So I can now come here. I call this one to be cash, two to be POS, then three to be transfer, then zero to be missing. Zero to be missing, add. Now, I have this now, this new pay, I have it. If I now come to data and I click on select cases, I want to select cases on the basis of this new pay. If new pay, there are different ways one can do it. If new pay, select if new pay is greater than zero. Continue. There are different ways you can do this. If new pay is greater than zero, now please follow me here. This place is very important. If new pay is greater than zero, I already made those ones zero. Okay, before I do that, before I come here, sorry, let us check what we have there before we go ahead so that we'll be sure we are doing the right thing. Let's check that new data set we created, this new pay. Let's check it. See, we now have missing, which is zero. Aha. So when we come to data now, and if we come to data now and pick select file, select cases. So and click on this and use if statement. We now use new pay. If new pay is greater than, we want to select every place where new pay is greater than zero. We represented zero by missing. That's what we did. Now that's continue. Now I can decide to just filter out those ones, but because this is a real life work, I may decide to create a new data set here and name it and continue working with it. But because it's a live work, I don't want to stress myself. I know and I'm sure of what I'm doing. I'll say delete unselected cases. Delete unselected cases. We have 8, we have 16. So let's see what we are going to have. Okay. Now let's run the analysis again. Analyze frequency. Till we no longer have missing. So we have taken away missing because we consciously don't want to have missing in this particular data set. I think it now makes sense now. So we now have 3 distinct variable type of pay. So I can now comfortably payment method. I cannot delete the old one. Now call this one payment underscore method. I can rename it as payment method. So you see now. So now there are different ways. So there are different ways to handle this part. Any way that is comfortable for you is fine and fast. This is just another fast way to handle it. So we are done with that one. Now what next are we to do now? We have quantity. Let's check quantity. I think quantity is stable, but let's check for checking sake. Let's check quantity. Yeah, quantity is stable. Now let's check region. You see that I have not even checked the instruction, but by the time we'll be back, we'll see that we've handled most of the instruction because you should be able to handle this thing with or without instruction. So we have been able to check region like that, and I think with that we are good to go. So let's check the instruction they gave to us. After importing examine and identify, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. Now we've also done this and we have done this. Now what's the next thing they expect us to do? So we have successfully cleaned the data set. What we have left now is to now do variable generation. So we asked to generate total purchase by using item price times multiplied by quantity. So we come to transform complete variable item underscore purchase. So we can label it here. I price of price of item purchased. So we can label it now. And what are we using? We are using item price multiplied by quantity. So that will be fine. So we now have item underscore purchase. Now, if we look at it carefully, so it's fine now, but I will just go there and change it from numeric to comma. Now we are dealing with naira, so let's just use comma. Let's see how we have it now. So uh, we have it now. So this person already purchased 1.6 million naira product. So now, so we have handled that. What's the next thing they ask us to do? So we ask to generate age group, which we have done earlier. You see now. So now we ask to create a binary variable. Create a binary variable high value customer if total purchase threshold is above 10,000. So anybody that has gotten 10,000 naira worth of product from us, we want to categorize them as being high value customer. But anybody that purchase below, we categorize them as low value customer. So what do? It's very simple. So what we will do now is transform compute variable. So for compute variable, I told you always reset to say customer rating. Customer rating. So you come to label, you call it customer rating. So how do we do that? We want to rate. So now if price of item purchased is no, we are not supposed to compute yet. We can recode rather. Let's recode transform, recode into different variable. Let's recode into different variable. So we want to recode price of item purchase. Item purchase. Good. Let's recode it to customer class. I will go back to that later. Good. So old and new variable. So we will now pick range. This is the easiest way. So let's say 0. Are you with me now? 0 to 999. So anybody that buy value worth 9,999, let's call that person 0. Let's add them. Then the one that buy range through now, that buy 10,000, that buy 10,000, let's call that one 1. So now let's say okay. Now we've created a new variable. Now we call it customer class. Classification customer value rating. Now what did they say one is? One is high value customer. High value customer. So we can now come here, we call 1 to be Control V, high value customer. Then we call 0 to be low value customer. Someone that did not buy up to 10,000 product from us. It's not so low value customer. You know you can create different group as you may wish. Let's analyze this one. So this one will just help you straight up rather than stressing yourself with different other process. This is not the only way you can do it. There are 1,001 ways to arrive. So we now have high value customer. What did we use to create what we created? So we have more low valued customer. Wow. I can't be sure of what I use, but what I'm supposed to use should be payment. What I'm supposed to use should be, let me check again so that they go into different variable, customer class, transform, we code into different variable. Okay, customer class 2, customer class 2. Let me check what we have here. What did we pick? Item purchase. That's the wrong thing. We picked the wrong thing. So we are supposed to pick price of item purchase. That's the challenge. Price of item purchase. So cost. So we always change that data cost. Let's just do that as cost. And that's the whole idea. I picked the wrong thing the other time. So this will be range from 0. So you have to be careful what you are picking so that you will not be running the wrong thing for your. So I'll pick range here and I'll pick 10,000. So and this will be 1. So I was supposed to pick total valued. It's meant to be total amount of item purchased. Actually, you agree with me on that anyway. So click on continue. So you click change here. So we are using cost now. So you click OK. So item purchase now customer class is what we will remove. So we just remove this so that we paste this one here. So I'm just doing, I know I've taught this one before. Copy, then you paste it here, Ctrl V. So that's why as you are working, you are supposed to learn to check what you are doing before you move too much. Customer rating. So you're supposed to check what you are doing with time to avoid challenge. So let's check again. Customer rating reset. So this customer value rating. So we have low. Now let me check something. I want to quickly check something. It's the same thing we had the other time, but let's check something here now. Payment method, no, price of item purchased. Okay, good. Let's check price of item purchased so that we can be so sure. Okay, let's check people that are. So we have more people. We have more people. So 10,000 start from here, somewhere around here, and 10,000 start somewhere around here. Okay, let's check the cumulative. The cumulative should help us to know 8,000, 9,000. This is 63.4. This is 63.4 of cumulative of people. So they are above. They are above. People that are low value customer are above people that are high value customer. So you see now, so it's really correlates. So you can even check a lot of way to diagnose the state of your data. So we are in line now. So we are good to go on that. Now let's check the next thing. Sort customers by total purchase. Very simple. You come here, you want to sort, you come to data, you see sort here, somewhere around here. You see sort cases. There's a difference between sorting cases and variable. If you want to sort variable to just rearrange by alphabetical, but sort cases now. Now, what are we sorting by? What did they ask us to sort it by? It says by total purchase. So let's sort them by total amount of what they have purchased from us. So total purchase, price of item purchase. So that's it now. So you can save the sorted data actually when you are done, but I won't save this for now. So I'll just say okay. Now, so if you look at your data now, it will now be, you see now, low budget now come first. You see, our low valued are now coming first. Is it making sense to you now? You know, we sorted by the amount eventually. You see that it's now going up. Then after that, we are asked to subset customers from one region. That is, we want to separate them by region. Let's create a data set that will separate region by region. That's the purpose of that region we had earlier. So what do? You come to data and you click on split into files. Please pay attention here. Split into files. When you click split into files, you determine the folder you want to send it to. So when you send it to this folder now, you determine the folder you want to send it to. So when you send it to a folder like this, you just know that you just come, that is where you are sending your data set. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is, so let's pick cohort assignment. Let's pick this and let's send it here. So now it will only, now what are you splitting by? What are we splitting it by? By region. So you pick region and bring it here, and that will be all. You are splitting by region, so you are creating a subset by region. Now if you come to folder now, I think I used cohort 1. If you come to folder where you have cohort 1, we now have all the data set. All the four regions are now represented. So you have the data differently according to their region. That's the concept of what you are asked to do in that place. You see that it's not something serious and very interesting, so you can separate easily. Then recode payment method into clean. We have done this. Which other thing are we asked to do? Okay, we have done this, then we have done this. So now we are also asked to do basic analysis. So run frequency for gender, item category, then payment method and age group. Gender, item category, payment method and age group. So, so you come to analyze frequency. Now reset. I want to say it again. Frequency for gender, item category, gender, item category, payment method and age group. Now payment method and age group, we created a new payment method, payment method and age group. That's what we created. So you can now create chart for them. Let's just create bar chart for the purpose of now and click OK. We will look at this properly in our next live class. Next live class. So now comfortably, we only have 19 people missing for gender that did not tell us about their gender. So 101, 104. For item category, so we have clothing to be 38. So we have the catch. We'll do a lot with this much monitor. You see the bar chart. These are some of the things we'll pay attention to later today in the live class, how to work on our data and analyze and bring that value. We'll design most of these charts later in the evening. So produce descriptive statistics, median standard deviation. We'll look at some of these things in live class, but just as you know, for that's mean median standard deviation for age, I won't do for okay, age, item price and total purchase. So let's do that also. Analyze. So descriptive, you come to descriptive, age. So value of no, not this one, price of item purchase. So let's just do this now. So you can come to option, mean, standard deviation. I think we're supposed to have median. I can't find median here. Okay, so let's just work with variance. Excuse me. So we have this as so we can have their age, their price. This is the minimum, this is the maximum, this is the mean, this is standard deviation, this is variance. So that's the idea. Let's check the last thing we have to do here. Then we are asked to present at least one graphical output. We've done that on that bar chart. I will explain most of these things in details. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you join tonight so that you can understand how to interpret some of this data. If you have any issue, please put it on the comment section and you can be so sure that I will be here to answer you. Thank you for joining. I must say this is the fifth recording I'm doing on this solution, and I just hope this one will record eventually. So if it does and you're able to get this, please, the best thing you can do for me is to help share so that it won't be a wasted effort. Let it get to as many people as possible. There is no better way to understand data cleaning than what we've done here. Dr. Ifeolu Oladapo is my name once again. Thank you for joining, and let me see you submit your assignment now. I think you cannot do your assignment. Don't forget, you can use your own approach. What is mostly important is understanding the concept and the ideas behind whatever thing we are doing. I think if there's one more thing I would like to do before I forget, is this output here. You can export it. You can export it. I will teach that in class later tonight. If you click export, if you click on export now, you can decide where you are taking it. This is for Word document. You can send it to PDF, you can send it to PowerPoint. You see them now. This is for PDF. But for the purpose of now, let me just already send it to PDF. Just for the purpose of now. So I did not pay attention to the directory. I did not pay attention to the directory, but it's just the same concept. You just pay attention to the directory next time so that you will not be missing out. Let me try that one more time so that I can know where I sent it to. Export. Okay. I'm trying to look for that. Uh, I'm trying to find the folder where it was saved. Okay. Okay. All right. We are wrapping up already. Just want to this is chi-square. I didn't pay attention to the name I used in saving it. So that's why. So the results we generated, these are the results. These are the results. I will explain some of these things in details. How you clean your result before you export it so that you don't have too many jargons in whatever thing you are doing. You see some of the charts we've done. You see, but we will edit this chart later on today. Thank you for joining. See you in class later today. Bye bye.